faceless channels and social content, but not what it seems. Some ideas for you. True crime narratives, right? This is one of the biggest, most watched genres on YouTube. You often find the wife or the husband sat there watching a true crime. You can get Gemini to script some old cold case that's been in the public records for years. VO can generate some moody videos, right? And if you think these AI models are not good, or, oh, this is terrible, or Sora's trash, and you hear all this stuff all the time, you're not prompting it right. Don't forget, we made a movie on the big screen using a combination of models. Be creative, right? And find the things that work for you. You get moody scenes generated, right? You don't film anything yourself, and you create a YouTube channel that's dedicated to true crime. You put this on social media. If you're consistent over a period of time, that will grow. If you talk about it and have conversations, people will come to it. You don't just post it and leave it. Post 10, 15, 12, 20 times a day to get reactions. Use YouTube Shorts, use Instagram, use TikTok, use Clapper, use all of the apps that you've got available to you. Go all in on true crime. You become an expert in the niche. Before you know it, you're on somebody's podcast talking about it, plugging your website. That's just one idea in this faceless channels and social content section. Think about setting up channels that help people to chill out, right? These channels earn thousands a month from ad revenue alone. And you can't make audio with AI. You put some animation from VO or Sora, whatever it is, and it just keeps looping. There's a guy made millions of dollars just by having the rain falling. His video has been online for 10 years. What can you do that helps people chill? Can you visualize things for Reddit? Can you create animated scenes that match stories and give people illustration of things and bring things to life? Can it hit thousands of subscribers? Potentially, if you're in the right niche. And there's all sorts of crazy stuff like bedtime stories, horror, mythology, luxury goods, the ASMR where they're kind of like cutting through, like, I don't know, like a piece of glass, and it's all quiet and they scratch the microphone and things like that. This stuff is insane. Micro cookery. All of this faceless stuff is insane. All faceless, all being done right now. There's tons of inspiration out there. It's scalable. You don't have to film anything. All you have to do is focus and pick one crazy idea and go and put that out there, right? We've made all sorts of fun stuff. We've made horror videos. We've made children's animations working pretty well. We've made videos in all sorts of different weird and wonderful niches. I'll show you 2 seconds of one of our animations for a YouTube channel.
Good morning, friends.
Like, people are killing it with these kid things. My kids love this, and they help to make it, and you can have some fun with the family. That's all AI, and it tells a little story. On the flip side, we've got horror, we've got action, we've got full movies in the theater right now, all faceless, all AI. You don't need actors, and you build the momentum with that. Now, if you think this is insane, don't choose this one. But if you love the idea and you've got an idea, go do it. Make sense? Next one. Digital products and print on demand is huge. It's huge. And you're literally generating the assets once, you're selling them indefinitely. There's no inventory, no shipping. And you can use things like Printify, use things like Lulu. You can use things like Teespring that's been around for years to do things like t-shirts. You will see the gurus, the people who just copying other people. They'll come online and they'll say, there's 8 million people in the world or whatever it is, and all you need is 1% of them to sign up to your offer and buy your thing for $10, and then you're going to make X amount of money. But you keep scrolling. That's a hook that's been replicated a bazillion times, and that emanates from an AI course that came out ages ago, right? And people are using this same thing. You see the thing, 6 illegal ChatGPT prompts, and they put the finger pointing down, and everyone goes, me, and you do nothing with them, right? This stuff is all about hooking you in, and these people are getting you commenting and going crazy, and they're just giving you repurposed crap. Is anybody out there saying you can crush it with tarot and oracle deck cards that you have professionally printed with unique designs done in Nano Banana and ship them out from a dropship company or a print on demand company? Never seen it. People do coloring books. That's kind of been done to death. But hey, why don't you make a PDF on Canva and sell it 100 times for $47 and then you've made, and it's like, that stuff's been repeated so many times that people come up in these groups after 6 weeks and go, why am I not making money on my Stan store? Why is my Etsy not working? Why are all these things failing? It's because you've not put any effort into it. You've done what everybody else is doing. You've bought some crappy $5 course and you've not had a creative thought. You've just copied and hoped. And that ain't going to work. Go and do some crazy characters or animate some stream overlays for people or do custom pet portraits. Sell it locally. Sell it in the community. Go and show the neighbors. Do amazing things for amazing people. One big one is printable wall art. And I've got a couple of things bubbling in the printable wall art. We've got one in the mystical sort of like kind of fantasy kind of stuff, right? It's mystical stuff. It's exciting, magic and wizards and witches and all of this thing. This is geared up to be the next 2 Comma Club award, right? We've got 2 Comma Club award on the wall. We made millions of dollars selling stuff in e-commerce, and I know print on demand. The cool thing is, so does Claude. So if you find Printify, you go on there and you find yourself a blank canvas, you go to Nano Banana and make yourself an image to put on that canvas, and you ask Claude, how do you connect it together? Or ChatGPT, how do you connect this together? It will give you the instructions. Now you're in business selling custom printable wall art. And in the PDF, there's more. So digital products, print on demand. Making sense? Is everybody excited by this? Like, let me know if you're excited. There's lots of people watching this. I'm really thankful that you guys are here. We're showing 100 different ways to make money with AI. I'm giving you the PDF with every single one. I'm scratching the surface. There's 10 categories. We're on 3 of 10. We've got 20 minutes left. Take the inspiration, learn, do something, put it into action, go out there and make money, right? So, local businesses. This is where I made the $5,000 and where I made the 19 grand. And this is kind of like what I enjoy doing. Local businesses need video content. I invented a software called Video Prompt Builder. I've sold that. And I've also showed people how to take Video Prompt Builder and turn that into small videos that you can sell to local businesses. These guys are baking bread. They're fixing cars. They're doing hair. They're doing nails. They're doing all the things. They don't have time to learn this stuff. If you go in and be their AI digital marketing consultant, you could do e-com ads, you could do real estate staging, you can do law firm commercials and jewelry showcases and restaurant sizzle reels. A restaurant sizzle reel, if you go and offer this to the local burger joints and kebab joints and people you know locally, these guys are going to love it. You put it on the social media, they pay you $50, $100, $200 at a time.
Experience flavor that comes together perfectly.
They don't know that's available, right? So you can sell these things. Like, what's that worth on social media to a small family-run pizza parlor, burger joint, whatever it is around the community? Like, this is worth everything because they haven't got time to do the face in your face camera live streaming stuff. Some of them do it, and you've seen what happens with that, right? They're killing it. It's the ones who don't have the time or the inclination, or who are sat there thinking, oh, how do we just do more online? How do we make more money? How do we get more customers? We did something similar for a little burger joint in Hoboken, I think it is New York, near New York. And down there, they were struggling. They were hard to get people in the door. There was so much competition. We did something for them, and it's like, it's blown up. They're like, oh, man, this is the best thing ever. It's like, well, $2,000, please, is like a month. I'm like, yeah, cool. $2,000 a month, what difference would that make to you? If they're bringing in new customers, they know what their margins are. That's the difference it will make to them. And your ability to sell business to business, starting locally, law firms, accountant firms, these guys are working with high-end clients. You're now in a new network, and you're not going to make a call, or you're not going to go and see somebody. Start with the people where you already shop. You can sell these products just by showing them on your phone and saying, hey, this is something I've put together for the guy down the street. Is this something that might interest you? And he's going to think, crap, guy down the street, they're going to get it before I do. He said, tell me more. That's all you need to do is get that tell me more, right? So this kind of thing you could do all day long with AI. All day long with AI. And there's so many solutions you can pull for local businesses out of Google and ChatGPT and all of these things. Leverage it, figure out your own workflow, but please do something. Please do something. This one, categories 4 through 6, kind of rapid fire a little bit. Now, I talked about the movie, and the movie is like off the chain. So Deep Frame, it's deepframemovie.com, co-produced it. Henny Morales has wrote, directed it. 100 days from deciding to do it and it being on the screen in the theater. That's insane, right? That's totally insane. And if you get into weird niches, like the indie film sort of market, and these guys are doing horror films, they're doing short films, they're doing film festivals, they're doing movie markets, and you can go in there and create something amazing, right? You can educate people on this stuff too. You can also go and fill a gap on their creative team by leveraging your skills, but leveraging them at a higher rate. There's people selling this on Fiverr. If you go to fiverr.com with 2 R's, register, or Upwork, register, you can go on there and you can be a freelancer. But if you just go approach people directly, you bypass all of the need for them to go and search for a freelancer. You just say, hey, I'm here. This is what I do. You can do music videos for artists on Spotify. Do you know how many wannabe up-and-coming rappers and DJs and musicians there are in your local area? An insane amount of people. You can offer them this thing. Their thing is music. They haven't got time to mess with AI, or maybe they're dabbling. You go in there and say, look, this is something I've put together. What do you think? The AI will make them say, wow. And when they say, wow, they're going to ask you, how do I get one of these things? Set a price, away you go. Book trailers for Kindle. A buddy of mine's killing it doing this. And if you want to go crazy into like web series and get into other things like that, you can earn insane amount of money on all sorts of weird and wonderful websites. That's just the film and entertainment segment. If you get into education and e-learning, e-learning is one of the fastest growing sectors, and coaches, consultants, everybody has a course. I've got 2 or 3 courses running right now. This could potentially be a course, right? You can make all sorts of weird and wonderful graphics, documents, downloads, files, workbooks, worksheets, things that can be printed, things that can be handed out. Who do you know in education? Who do you know who's got a course, who's a coach, who's an author, who's somebody who's a speaker, somebody who wants to give things out to their audience? Like, is that you? Because you can do it for yourself. You can make explainers for YouTube. You can do medical animations. These videos are cleaning up right now, like the effects of drinking alcohol or whatever it is. And you're like, yeah, we're gonna get some beers, drinking alcohol, and it shows it going down into the stomach, and it's affecting this and it's affecting that. All of the thing, it's like AI can do that. What do people need? Right? Is this useful? Is this helpful? And then you get into web design. Man, one of the websites that I've built with AI in a day has brought in $60,000, right? Made a website in a day with AI, and the project value is $60,000. But you keep scrolling. That's the hook, right? You keep on scrolling. And look, there's folks out there who'll never invest in stuff. They'll never invest. They'll never try. You'll be on every single live, commenting in every single thing, like putting all the ones, doing all the stuff, me, replay. You've got a stack of PDFs. You need to pick one thing and just do it consistently without negativity. Now, if you get into this next step, this is where it really comes into its own. This is where you're talking to people who are nominated for Grammys, who have won awards, who've got the funding. Consulting is lucrative. You need a little bit more experience. But if you learn stuff now, some of these lesser basic skills that I've showed you that are pretty easy, using Gemini, ChatGPT, Flow, you can use all these different things, Sora, Manus, there's all sorts of crazy like bots and stuff now, I'm not going to get into, but this is insane in itself. Setting up some of these bots, setting up some of these advanced systems, building out big websites falls under the banner of consultancy and studio consulting for agencies. You could do workshops. You could charge an insane amount of money for half day and full day workshops, right? You can do placements. You can do document processing, right? You can help people who've got enough clients already, and you can go in there and provide a service for them. You can also provide services for individuals. And that all comes from conversation, from being able to show without fear, from having a portfolio that's based on experience of doing some of the stuff we've already covered. You can go and create ebooks. You can create prompt engineering books. You can create courses for people. You can create guidance. You can create all sorts of different things. And you can sell these all over the internet, everywhere from Etsy to Gumroad to Stan Store and all of the things. Some people get caught up on the, Stan Store is not as good as this thing. It doesn't matter if you can get that in front of the right people, and your ability to have conversations with people, your ability to show this off, leverage social media, which is free, by the way, is like, is this making sense? Get into retail. What can you actually turn into a physical product? Print on demand, we've covered. And you can go out there and do t-shirts, you can do streetwear, you can do coloring books, you do board games, you do tattoos, like tattoo concepts, right? That's huge, right? Comic books with memberships, right? All of this stuff. You can literally make a music album, right? You can then go and do mystery boxes. You can go and do like wholesale stuff. There's sites out there that will sell you wholesale goods. You can put them together. You can create some nice cards using AI. You can write a nice letter. You can put all that together. It doesn't have to be 100% AI. You can combine this with other things. If you make some stuff yourself, AI can help you sell it. If you know somebody who's in hobbies and crafts, but they don't have good designs on the packaging, or they don't have nice labels and nice stickers, they're your first customers. Physical goods, retail goods, all with that AI look and feel, because it saves the time, it saves the cost. Postcards. People collect postcards. Labels. You just be the label guy. So you just make labels for people who need labels. A buddy of mine had a printers. He's retired now. He's closed down. He did everything the old-fashioned way. But he literally made labels. Stacks and stacks and stacks of boxes full of labels. And the company would just order 10,000 labels, 100,000 labels. And he just repeated the same thing. He made a template. They called him up. They said, we need more labels. So if you have 10 shops or stores who use a certain kind of label, in our fishing business, in our e-com business, we had a label that we put on every single box, a certain message on it for the courier and for the customer, so that everybody knew what to do with this package. We ran out of those. I'd ring up my man and say, hey, I need some more labels. He sent me another box of labels, right? You can see exactly what is possible, and you can see exactly how this works. Get into gaming. Get into things like Discord channels. People are on Discord. People are super excited on Discord, and they're playing games and they're doing all this crazy stuff. If you make trailers for gamers, or VTuber backgrounds, people who are playing games live, if you make hype videos to get people engaged, if you make tabletop maps for these fantasy games, if you just make virtual influencer accounts for people and then sell them the accounts, how much stuff can you do in gaming? Surely there's someone in here right now that one of these categories is your hobby, your niche, your thing that you do. And then There's crazy. There's the big things, right? The moonshots. Build an automated news or blog network. Make a feature-length AI movie. Create children's education. Create subscription B-roll libraries where you make all these videos and people can go on and they can buy them in bulk. Make animated characters. Make bulk things that people can buy on memberships. Make learning that can be white labeled, right? This is big effort. But look, we just made a movie. I've got an automated news network that's about to drop, which is not going to be seen probably by you guys, but it's very good. And it's AI powered, and we've put a lot of time and effort and money into doing that, to the point where the domain name itself was like $70,000. That's a different story. The ability to go for the big shot from your house on your computer with a small team is totally doable and achievable as well. And all of this is in your grasp right now. So I want to give everybody the PDF. I want to make sure you've got access to all of these ideas and thoughts. There's 100 in the PDF. We've covered as many as we could in the time allocated. There's 10 categories. All you need is one. So there's 100 methods on there, and you just apply some time, 30 days, 60 days, 100 days, whatever. If you give up or you swap or you don't go all in on something, the chances of it being successful are less. But you can find fast results and fast success just by trying, just by having a conversation, just by messaging somebody, just by posting in a Facebook group. Hey, what do you think of this logo? Oh, that's pretty good. Cool. How do I get one? Well, I'm the logo guy. I normally do them for $50 each, but today I'm doing 2 for $50. Cool. Deal. I've just seen a guy make thousands of dollars by offering a service to set up AI for a business. It will come. It will set up your AI. It's $5,000, and he's going to come to your business. He's going to set up your AI for you. They don't know anything about this stuff. They need somebody to do that. If you're the AI person or somebody who's got examples of AI, or you're using this in local schools, education, youth clubs, church groups, like voluntary organizations who think they don't have the budget, places where people who are over a certain age who were just like, they're never going to get on with this stuff unless there's somebody of their age who can go and show them that it's not too difficult. Now, looking at the chat, would appreciate that nobody drops any links in my chat during this presentation. I don't want to get people confused, and I don't want to distract. I appreciate everybody's doing good work. If you do want to follow some of the people that are in the chat, you can join the school. It's school.com/Danny. You can come and check it out, and there's people posting in there absolutely free. I'll drop the link to the school, but please don't drop other links in there. I don't want people getting confused. I want to make sure they get the PDF, and everybody can go and everybody can take action. Right? Sound like a plan? So, big closing remarks. This can be done from anywhere, and it's a mobile business, and you can live on your terms. You can use prompts generation, deliver by email, and then collect money on a mobile using a thing like Venmo or PayPal or some kind of monetization app, Stripe. You can also get money while you sleep. It's nothing better than waking up and your Stripe's got $1,000 in it that you didn't know was coming. I did this the other morning, getting kids ready for school. Notification came in, $497 from something I'd done a few weeks ago, and I'd left it out there and somebody bought it. Just because it didn't work today doesn't mean that it's not going to work tomorrow. And quite often what we do is we create some stuff, put it out there and go, no, it didn't work. And we pull it down, and then we're like, think it's doomed, and it's not. It's worked, but you pulled it down. Kind of like the little guy digging for the diamonds, and then he turns around 2 feet before. Don't be that guy, right? You've got to set some real goals, and you've got to get something that really excites you.